Well, hello there, everybody. It's been a hot minute. Okay, a couple of hot minutes. All right, it's been a few hot months. My health was getting bad. That's why I stopped doing YouTube. I plateaued, and I'm seeing a specialist. And hopefully the specialist can fix things. Another doctor fixed the infections. Well, fix them for the most part. They're still there, just nowhere near as bad as they used to be. So I figured for my first video, I would just slide in easily, get back into the motion of things. Going forward, what I've wanted to do with the channel is mainly work with technology and how-tos and whatnot and who's the who's. Well, I have an income now, thankfully, and I've been picking up hardware, and what this video is just me putting together. I took a Dell XPS 8500, threw it in another case, and I bought a case for another PC, which turned out I didn't have my glasses on, and I didn't read the fine print on it. It's a mini ATX and a micro ATX board, and I needed a full ATX case, so I figured I would just put it in that one because the case looked better than the crappy old one I originally put it in that I moved from the original Dell's casing. So this video is one where I'm just taking it from one case, putting it into another, and it's a Intel i7 3770. I'm not sure if it's a K or just a standard 3770, but I managed to pick up a Radeon 580 XT or RX, excuse me, RX 580, but it's not the 8GB version, it's a 4GB, because I cannot get my hands on an 8GB for the life of me for a decent price, and I'm not paying $120 and $130 for a card that old. So I pay for $5,500, $5,600 for $120, $130, which is pretty much what they're going for, depending where you're looking and who you can catch, and Alrighty, enough babbling. I'll put music to it and everything's sped up, and then I'll talk a little more at the end of the video. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot more coming around, a lot more stuff to be done. that's it for now. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned. We're going to have some tech stuff, gaming coming up, and yeah, a bunch of other things too. I have a whole bunch of things planned. Don't want to give away the surprise there. All right. Y'all have fun. Take it easy and stay safe.